Welcome back, baseball fans. Summer 69-72 Carryover League. Wrapping up the second round of the postseason tournament, the 5-game eliminations, and boy, we've got some drama happening. Let's take a review of the stakes involved here and what's been going on in the series between the Yankees and the Royals. First of all, in the first match, Seattle knocked out the Expos. So Seattle had to wait and see what happened after that. Then Oakland knocked out the Ohio players, which clinched the American League North for the Detroit Tigers. 2 games under 500. Detroit Tigers win that division. Worst case, the number 4 seed. Unbelievable. The lucky Detroit Tigers, because their whole division was terrible this year. So Oakland's 2 over 500 right there. And Seattle was precariously a game over 500. Then we had a series between the White Sox and the Orioles. The White Sox needed to win 4 of 5, and they almost did it. The Orioles won Game 1, then they dropped 3 straight. They survived to win a Game 5. So the Orioles, who are 7 over 500, are 6 over 500, and they're safely advancing to the third round of the tournament. Meanwhile, the White Sox improved their lot to 2 games over 500. And based on that and the fact that the Minnesota Twins are 3 over 500 and the Yankees and Royals, the White Sox needed the Royals to be swept 3 straight to be knocked out. And that has not happened thus far. The White Sox are precariously in trouble. The Mariners were eliminated. And we have the Yankees and Royals. A best of 5. Each team is, the Yankees are 4 over 500, Royals 3 over. There's a scenario where they both advance. If the series goes 5 games, both advance. If either team is just 2 games over 500, they lose all the tiebreakers. They both do. And then the White Sox and the Oakland A's take the last 2 spots in the round of 8. So what has happened? Kansas City gets home field even though the Yankees are half a game better before the series because the Yankees are in 3rd. Kansas City's in 2nd. This is like a prime-time national TV game with series with under the lights in Kansas City, the young Royals with Howard Cosell and the team broadcasting this game. Game 1, the big bad Yankees of Bobby Mercer and company at Kansas City. Mel Stottlemyre, Roger Nelson, a starter 9, outstanding pitcher. And we have a dandy. A couple runs early, it's 2-2. 4-2 Royals, they add to their lead. They win 6-2 in Kansas City. So, now the Yankees in Game 2, they want to get a split so they can finish the series off in New York. What happens in Game 2? Another dandy of a game. Fritz Peterson and Jim Rooker. So, bottom of the first, Freddie, High-Tech, Patek Philippe, whatever you want to go by for a nickname, triples in the gap, hits off the tartan turf, and he winds up at third base. And then Cookie Rojas smacks a line drive down the left field line that hits the pole, and it's 2-0 after a triple and a double. Peterson's so shook up, he walks the bases loaded in a sac fly, and it's 3-0 Kansas City. Then a long dry spell for the Royals. The Yankees chip away, 3-2. We get a drop fly ball by Buddy Bradford in the 7th. Royals lead 4-2. They go to the all-star closer, Mo Drabowski, in the 9th, and he slams the door. 2 very competitive games. The veteran Yankees lose 2 straight to the young mighty Royals, a team that is well ahead of its time. This is not the Yankee-Royal rivalry of the mid-70s with George Brett and Reggie Jackson and all that. This is 69-72. The Royals have done an impeccably good job of assembling some young talent. Trading for Freddie Patek, Cookie Rojas has done well. They bring up Shaw. They trade for John Mayberry. Lou Piniella, I think, is the 69 Rookie of the Year. Roger Nelson, Mike Heedlin. Great young team. Yankees are overachieving. This is the Ralph Houck era where they don't do a whole lot until they renovate their stadium. But Bobby Mercer's having an MVP-like season. Of course, he's over in Game 2. What does this all add up to? I'm glad you asked. So let's take a look at the standings at this moment. In the American League East, Red Sox clinched the American League East Orioles are safely 2 ahead of the Yankees, currently holding on to the number 5 spot. Now, the Tigers, 18 and 20, but look at the rest of that horrible division. Tigers clinch, get a number 4 seed. The Royals pass the Twins. They're currently in first, but if the Yankees win 3 straight, then the Twins win that division. And then, out west, the Angels, safely 3 games ahead of the confused Oakland A's team, that is, will hold on to the 8th spot in the playoffs. And it's either the White Sox, the Royals, or the Yankees. One of those teams will go home. The Royals need 1 more win to put them into the next round. The Yankees need to sweep the Royals 3 straight. And that would knock the Royals out. And so here we go. Game 3. Back in New York. Mike Heedland will get the start for the Kansas City Royals. Jim McAndrew gets the start for the New York Yankees. There's a lot of teams watching this. The White Sox and the Twins are watching to see if they get in the playoffs as well. They are rooting for the Royals. If the Royals sweep the Yankees are done. They'd be a game over 500 and completely collapsed after being in first place before the All-Star break, but then losing to the Orioles, losing to the Red Sox, and losing to the Royals, and their season would be over. Pat Kelly leads off for Kansas City. 2-8, bounce to short. Amos Otis, 49, bounce to second. Paul Shaw, 6'10", bouncer to third, but it's Nettles, who's a 1 at third base. We expect the home cooking here to be very good for the Yankees, as it was for the Royals. The Royals will come into the stadium with a catcher who doesn't throw very well and a left fielder who doesn't catch very well, and the Yankees have plenty of speed that they'd like to unleash in this stadium. Roy White, 6'10", off Heedland, catcher's card. And Kirkpatrick is pretty bad, a catcher. He's a 40-16. But he gets a pass ball out. Munson, 32, pops out. Ron Blomberg, 1-9, bounce to second base. Top of 2, Mayberry, 66, off the McAndrew card. Single, 1-6, 1-5, lines out on a 9. Bob Oliver, 69, lines to first. Lou Piniella, 34, pops to short. Bottom of the second inning. Bobby Mercer having an MVP-like year, 1-6. Let's take a look at Bobby Mercer's card. Having an MVP-like year. Has been to the last 2 All-Star games. If you're having an MVP-like year and you roll homer 1-5, fly ball the rest, what are you going to roll? We take a look. He rolls a 3 and it's a solo shot. That's the type of magic carpet ride Bobby Mercer has been on for 2 years now. 1-0 Yanks. Danny Cater, bounce back to the pitcher. Jake Gibbs, pops to second. Greg Nettles, 64, pops to short. Top of the third, Ed Kirkpatrick, 5-10's a walk. Fred Patek, 38, is a single to right field. Kirkpatrick's not going to challenge any arms. First and second for Cookie Rojas. 49, second C. Second and third, 1 out for Pat Kelly. They're going to play back. They don't want a single to squirt through and give them 2 runs. 2-4 is a fly ball to right B question mark. Now you have to try and tag up with Kirkpatrick. It's 12. 13-14 because Blomberg has a 0 arm. He's going to try and tag up. And he scores on a 4. We have a 1-1 tie. Amos Otis. 2-5. Let's take a look at Amos Otis' card. His 1970 card. First year after his Met career over. Picked it up in Kansas City. And he was a star for the entire decade. 2-5. Triple 1-11. Double. It's a double to center field. Patek, you know he's going to try and score from first on the double. He's a 17-18-19 against the -2 armor Mercer, 1-17, and he scores. And it's 2-1 Kansas City. Paul Shaw, 4-10, lines are short. Bottom of the third, Horace Clark, 1-7, lines are short. Gene Michael, 2-10, flies right. Roy White, 64, pops to short. We go to the fourth. Mayberry, 2-7. Base hit. Wow, what a card. Bob Oliver, 68, flies to right. Lou Piniella, future Yankee, present Royal, 1/8. Let's take a look at Lou's card. This is his 69 card. He hit 282 and 550 plate appearances. Was the expansion Royals best hitter that year. And he's enjoying this magic ride he has with these young kids who are trying to do some. The Royals are trying to get to a division or a World Series before George Brett arrives. That's their mission, which would be kind of stunning. But Lou Piniella, 1/8 is a single to right field. Mayberry holds it second. Ed Kirkpatrick, the versatile one, 69, Sky is a center. And Fred Patek, 1/7, homer 1, fly ball to left is a fly ball to left. Bottom of the fourth, 2-1 game. Munson, the all-star catcher, 34 grounds to short. Blomberg, 1/6, third. And Bobby Mercer, 1/6. What happens this time, folks? No, he doesn't get it. So he splits his homer 1/5 on his own card by rolling it twice. He gets it in the second. He doesn't get it in the fourth. Maybe the worm's turning for the MVP in the wrong direction. Top of the fifth, Cookie Rojas, 34, lines of first. We're set up for a fantastic finish, I believe. Ground ball to short for Pat Kelly. Amos Otis, 2/7, is a base hit. Ace stealer, but Munson's got a -4 arm. Paul Shaw, an on-base machine, 56. Double 1 to 11's a double. Second and third, 2 outs. For 5 minutes, they're thinking about intentionally walking Mayberry, but I don't intentionally walk anybody in the 5th inning of an elimination game. I'm sorry. McAndrew is also very good against left-handed batters here. So Mayberry, let's take a look at his card. Just the batting average against right-handers. Yeah, walks on 6 and 7. 210 is the single with his card. It's a 298 card, but he probably hits 320 against righties. Second and third, the pitch to John Mayberry. 2-5, he delivers a single to center. Shaw, 13, 14, 15. Mercer is a -2 arm, so I'll have to hold up. So you have runners on the corners in a 3-1 game, and it's Bob Oliver. 58, it's the sky left. The Yankees are in trouble now. They're down 3-1 in the 5th. They got to get something going soon. Danny Cater, 46, bounces to the second. Very good Cookie Rojas, a 2-8 at second base. Oh, but it's a single off of Rojas. Tough break there for the Royals. The young Royals. And it'll be Jake Gibbs. 1-5 is a 4-6-3 double play. And with 2 outs, Greg Nettles. 67 is a walk. And Horace Clark, the tie run with 2 outs. 54, center X. It's Amos Otis. Pretty much the same defense as Mercer, except a better arm. He's a 2-4 E4 in center field. A 2 E4, and he makes the grab. Mike Heedland. 1971 card. 15-8 with a 2.71 ERA. Can pitch on 3 days rest. Excellent pitcher. So good, in fact, that the Royals, if you watched the season last year, they had Bob Johnson, big game Bob Johnson, and they let him go in the offseason to make room for Roger Nelson, Wally Bunker, and to move Jim Rooker out of the bullpen and put him in the rotation. This Royal team's ready, folks. This is not a fluke. 3-1 in the 6th. It's Lou Piniella leading off for the Royals. 1-4, short. Ed Kirkpatrick, 54. Homer, 1-16 off McAndrew. It is gone. Ed Kirkpatrick, utility knife. Can play, well, left, right, center, catcher, first, second, third. He can't play short. Every place else. Unbelievable. 4-1. Fred Patek, 2/7's a base hit. Now he is a double-A stealer. Munson's got a -4 arm. Nobody's tried Munson all year, pretty much. Rojas is a B-hit and runner, so they're going to hit and run. And he gets the 5 single on the hit and run. It is the Royals rolling 7s for the entire series, and the Yankees are in serious trouble now. Runners on the corners, 1 out in a 4-1 game. The infield comes up. McAndrew's a starter 7. He will stick around. He's better than the bullpen, except for the closers. Pat Kelly with the infield up. 55 off the McAndrew card. Triple 1 to 12. Double. A double to center field. Rojas. 11 runner will hold up. And a hush over the Bronx. The Yankees are going to have a colossal fold on their hands unless something radically changes here. They were the best team in the American League. One series before the All-Star break, and then it's all gone downhill from there. They are 3-10, and not only fall out of first place, they fall all the way out of the season, incredulously. So it's going to be Amos Otis, second and third, 1 out. They're going to have to bring the infield up for Amos Otis. 1-7 with the infield up. What do you think happens, folks? Let's look at the card again. Saw it earlier. Yep. Brought it up. Gets the single because you brought the infield up. A 2-run single. And the Royals are burying the Yankees 7-1. Making a lot of you people happy, I'm sure. So, Paul Shaw with Otis at first. This would be an insult right here for him to try a stolen base off of Munson. He's going to do it. Everything has worked for Kansas City, so he's going to try to steal off the -4 catcher, and he does with a 1 even and a T rating of 12. Munson's a 7. So a stolen base for Amos Otis. He's at second with 1 out for Paul Shaw. It is a stunned crowd in the Bronx right now. Paul Shaw, 5'11", short X. We've been grooming these Royals for a couple years now, waiting for this to happen, and it's happening right in front of us. Ground ball out to Michael. Runner holds at second with 2 outs from Mayberry, who is 2 for 3 today, and he Ks. But the damage is done. It is 7-1, and the Yankees season is... They're going to be a game over 500, which is stunning. This is a stunning collapse in the carryover league for a team that had won every series before the All-Star break until they ran up against the Orioles, the Red Sox, and the Royals, and they just fell apart. So, bottom of the 6th, Gene Michael. 1-5. Let's take a look at Stick Michael's card. He wants to play more. Homer, 1-4. Double, and the Stick doubles to get it started. Roy White. 37, single on a 1, line to second. You need to get some of these, some lucky breaks. They don't. It's a line out on a single 1. Munson, 67, is a walk. Here we go. 2 on, 1 out. Ron Blomberg, the 322 hitting DH, but he's playing right field today. 62 off Heedland, pitcher B. We put runners in the corners with 2 outs. No bigger moment than now for Bobby Mercer. Gosh, they need a couple runs here. The pitch to Bobby Mercer. He's had 2 1-6s already today. 1-7, he delivers again. Unbelievable. Triple, 1-10, double. It's a double. And Bloomberg is a great runner. He's a 15 runner. Oh, this is so tough. It's 16-17 to center field, but you got the cannon arm of Amos Otis with a -4 arm. You got to run against Otis with 2 outs to chip away at the lead. So it's 1-13 to run Blomberg against Amos Otis with 2 outs in the 6th. Here's the throw. Here's the play at the plate, and he's thrown out on an 18. They had to take the risk down by so many. And Ron Bloomberg, an excellent base runner. He's a 1-15 base runner, but he gets thrown out by Amos Otis. Wow. And it's 7-2. Oh my. Heedland's a starter 7, so he doesn't break. Inning is over. It stays 7-2. They were trying to get within a grand slam, and it didn't work. Top of the 7th, McAndrew is a starter 7. I know he's been roughed up, but the Yankee bullpen, McDaniel and Aker are good. Willis and Barrymore are not. Yeah, McAndrew is better than those guys, and they'll just leave him in there. We know he's getting not hit around, but he still has to pitch here in the 7th. Bob Oliver leads off, 58, flies a left. Lou Piniella, 47, Ks. Then with 2 outs, it's Kirkpatrick. 2-3, 3 up and 3 down on a bouncer to short. And we are going to bring Mike Ryan into catch for Bob Oliver. And Kirkpatrick will go into left, and Piniella will be your DH as they move everybody around. Actually, you know what? We'll just take Piniella out and put Ryan in that spot, put Kirkpatrick in left field. Okay. Stretch time here in Yankee Stadium. We have been listening to Paul Desmond's Take 10 LP, theme from Black Orpheus again. I think we had this last time. I believe these recordings are from 1963. The Yankees believe in the classics. They'll go old school on you. Bottom of the 7th, we have Heedland. He had a rough 6th inning, but his cannon-like arm of Amos Otis bailed him out. So, 7-2 game. All the defense is in. They need 9 outs. And they have Mo Drabowski, who could go even 3 innings. Though he's a relief. Is he relief 3 or relief 4? Mo Drabowski's a relief 3. So he could come in this inning, if they dare, wanting the sweep, because they can win their division. And they cannot catch the Angels for the number 2 seed, though, but they would be a number 3 seed. So that's how important this series has been. The Royals were almost eliminated, but now they can win their division and be a number 3 seed. Cater leads off. 57 is a liner to first. Jake Gibbs. 6'10", catcher's card. The catcher is Mike Ryan now. And Ryan is he's a 2E3 catching. And he gets the out. And with 2 outs, it's Greg Nettles. Nettles, 2-5 is a roller to first. Heedland rebounds after the rough 6th inning. He's actually pitched a fantastic game. 4 hits through 7 innings in a 7-2 affair. We go to the 8th. But before that, let's take a break, a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
All right, 8th inning. McAndrew will come out, and they'll go with Lindy McDaniel, who's better, but McAndrew's very good as well. But McDaniel comes on in the 8th inning. Fred Patek leads it off. He is 2 for 3. 58. Skies are right. Cookie Rojas, 2-5. Cookie, triple one, double is a double, and he is 2 for 4 as well. Pat Kelly, runner at second, 1 out. The Reverend is 1 for 3 and a sac fly. 38 is a grounder to first. That'll get Rojas to third with 2 outs for Amos Otis, 3 for 4 today. The pitch to Amos Otis, 1-6 is a strikeout. It's 7-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Heedland against Horace Clarke, Gene Michael. 3 straight switch hitters. I really thought there was a cool guy to bring in before. Do the Royals overthink this? They're going to bring Bill Butler in. They're going to take Heedland out after 7 brilliant innings with a 5-2 lead and try and get fancy here with Bill Butler as a lefty who gets righties out, which is perfect for switch hitters. So Horace Clarke will come on in and bat against Bill Butler, leading off the 8th. 56 is a strikeout. Stick Michael. The pitch to Stick. 2-6 is a base hit. Roy White. 57 for Roy White is a K, and with 2 outs and a man on, it's going to be Onsen, the all-star catcher. 69 off Butler is a K. 7-2 game. 9th inning. McDaniel's going to pitch this one as well. Paul Shaw, 48, single 1 to 11, line out. John Mayberry, 38, ground out. Bob Oliver, 47, single. And the catcher, Mike Ryan, 34, pop out. Here we go, folks. In the 9th, Butler will get Bloomberg out of here and maybe pitch to Bobby Mercer as well as a lefty. Bloomberg will leave. 7-2 game. And they'll have to find someone to lead the comeback here. And I guess it'll be Buddy Bradford. Let's take a look at Buddy. Buddy Bradford brought in to be defense for Bloomberg and platoon against Butler in the 9th. The pitch to Bud Bradford. 2-6 is a K. Bobby Mercer, unbelievably, he's 2 for 3. Could have been 3 for 3 with 2 homers. Could have had 3 RBIs, only has 2. And Bobby Mercer could have his final at-bat of the year in what was looking like an MVP year that may not be an MVP year anymore. Bobby Mercer, 410 off of Butler. Third X. Third baseman is Paul Shaw. Shaw, defensively, is a 2E28. That's a lot of errors. And that's going to be a single for Mercer. He will go to second base without a throw. Will not be credited with a stolen base. You have a runner at second, 1 out. And Butler will pitch through to Gibbs to get Gibbs out of there. Danny Cater. 2-6, Cater singles. And here we'll see the wheels in motion. Gibbs will be lifted for Andy Costco. Actually, it's more homers against righties. So Costco will come in. Butler will leave with 1 out of the 9th inning with 2 men on base. And it will be Mo Drabowski needing 2 outs. 2 outs to put the White Sox, the Twins, the A's, the Orioles, and the Royals into the next round of the tournament, along with the Tigers, Angels, and Red Sox. So, Mo Drabowski in the 9th against Andy Costco, needing just 2 outs with a 5-run lead. The pitch to Andy Costco. 4-10 off Drabowski, center X. This is Amos Otis. He's a 2E4 in center field, and Amos Otis drops the fly ball in the bottom of the 9th. Are the Royals too young for this? A 2-base error. And suddenly, they're within a grand slam at second and third. Mercer scores. Second and third, 1 out for Greg Nettles in a 7-3 game. The pitch to Greg Nettles. 52, skies to right B. That turns out to be a sac fly, for what that's worth. Leaving Costco at second. Cater scores 7-4. But the season comes down to Horace Clark. Let's take a look at Horace. With only Juan Rios on the bench, who's worse. Horace Clark needs to get on base for the Yankee season to continue. The pitch to Horace Clark. 43 off Drabowski is a fly ball into right field. This is Pat Kelly. Kelly's a 3E9 in right field, and he cannot make a play. It's a base hit. Another hit, another on base off the Kansas City outfield. That's a base hit to score Costco. We have a 7-5 game, and the Yankees will bring the tie run up in the bottom of the 9th. Gene Michael. Gene Michael had 2 home runs in 465 plate appearances in 1969. Clark is on first. They're going to let him run down to second base because no sense holding him there when you're got a 2-run lead and you are 1 out away from winning the division. Gene Michael, runner at second, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Let's take a look at the Gene Michael card. Here we go. Off Mo Drabowski. The pitch to Gene Michael. 56 is a strikeout. Drabowski strikes out Gene Michael to end the game. 7-5 thriller. And the Yankees' collapse is complete. They fall completely out of... They don't even get to the playoffs nor the 3rd round of the tournament. And they finish the year just a single game over 500. This is one of the more stunning collapses in the carryover league history. And when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense because the Yankees were playing 500 baseball between 1969 and 1972. We could look that up in their elimination video when that gets presented. Lindy McDaniel, 2 hits and a K. The young Jim McAndrew, a real stud pitcher, but boy, he really got lit up at the end of this year. 12 hits and 7 runs. It was just a bunch of 2-out hits all over the place and a walk and 2 strikeouts. Drabowski does get a cheap save here in the 9th. A 2-base error to Costco. A single, a K, an unearned run. Bill Butler, inning and a third. And he has 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 was earned with a K, and then a hit and 3 more Ks in the 8th inning. So the Royal bullpen slightly shaky. He gave it 4 hits and 5 strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. It was Heedlin, though, the star. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. And that's your box. 1019-0109. 714-58. 1325-2513. We can set the entire third round of the postseason up now. Congratulations, the Kansas City Royals. You don't have to play in the third round of the tournament. You have clinched your division. And you can sit home and relax and wait till the wild card round. The Twins have to play for their playoff life. Unreal. Didn't see this happening. And how about the Chicago White Sox? Their miracle season. They had to play the Orioles. They lost game 1 against the Orioles. Then they ripped off 3 in a row. Paul Edmondson throws a shutout against Mike Cuellar, and the White Sox finish a game better than the Yankees. Unbelievable. And knock the Yankees out. The White Sox are in. The A's are in. So there it is, the Yankees, 19-18. Hitting 289. They were hitting 300 at one point. 289 is still outstanding, but the ERA is 4.43. I don't get it. They got some good, all these Stottlemyre, Peterson, McAndrew, Aker, and McDaniel. Those 5 guys are outstanding pitchers. 19-18. Kansas City finishes the year 6 over 500, 22-16. Barely misses out for a bye. Only hitting 247 with a 3.63 ERA, but those hits were pretty clutch in that series. And when we look at the American League here, Kansas City needed to win a best of 5. They do it. The 3 games to 0. So Kansas City was 22-16, 6 over 500, but they are a division winner. And it is the Yankees, 19-18. Oops, 19-18. Unbelievable. So in the American League, your wild card round, Baltimore, currently sitting at the 5 hole, 6 over 500. Then you have the Twins, who were in first, now in second, 3 over 500. Then you have Oakland, 2 over 500. And the White Sox. And guess who the White Sox play? Guess who the White Sox play in the next round? You guessed it, folks. The Baltimore Orioles again. How about that, folks? But this time, it's not just to play in the tournament, it's to go to the playoffs. White Sox, Orioles. White Sox beat the Orioles 3 games to 2, and now it'll be a simple the combination here in the third round with a tiebreaker involved. Let's see, it's 2. Yeah, 3-1. So the White Sox need to win 3 of 4. And Minnesota-Oakland is a best of 3. And those are the matchups. Wow. Baltimore has to play the White Sox again. Unbelievable. And the Royals win their division. Let's look at the overall standings. The American League, there it is. Red Sox, Orioles, Yankees, no sir. You blew it. You're not sitting on 6. The Twins are sitting on 6 right now, right here. Number 6. They were in first place. Now they're sitting at number 6 precariously. But they will play these Oakland A's at 22-20 in a best of 5. And then these White Sox at 22-20. They're the only other team 2 games over 500. As you look here, you see they're done. They're done to game over. These guys are done. All of these awful teams are done. And the Yankees are done at 19-18. Wow. That is remarkable. The White Sox are still alive. 22-20. they play the Orioles again, back-to-back times in the tournament. There's no way they would both make the playoffs as wildcard teams and meet a third time, but yeah. That's it tonight from the American League. Hope you're enjoying the wild and crazy 5-game elimination series. Next time we'll do the 3-game eliminations and start setting up the playoff field. Thanks for checking it out. We'll see you next time.